Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a story that redefines what it means to be brave. It's a tale where the final act of defiance wasn't about escape, but about securing a promise. We're talking about a moment when the last bullet wasn't a last chance. It was a guarantee. Imagine the chaos of a battlefield, the air thick with smoke and the roar of conflict. In the midst of this pandemonium, a lone radio operator, let's call her Elena, is desperately trying to transmit a critical piece of intelligence. This isn't just any message. It's a warning that could save thousands of lives, tipping the scales of a major battle. But the enemy is closing in. Her position is about to be overrun. Her comrades have fallen, and retreat is impossible. Her rifle is down to its last few rounds. In these situations, we often think of the last bullet as a desperate final stand or a tragic last resort. But for Elena, it represented something entirely different. Her primary mission wasn't her own survival, but the successful transmission of that vital message. As long as she was alive, she was a target, and her equipment was a prize. As the enemy stormed her post, she kept transmitting, her fingers flying across the keys. She fired her weapon, not to defeat the overwhelming force, but to buy herself precious seconds. Each shot was a calculated delay. The enemy soldiers were now just feet away, shouting, their footsteps thundering towards her. The radio signal was still transmitting, but it was agonizingly slow. She needed more time, just a few more seconds. With the enemy at her door, she had one bullet left. Most would see this as the end, a moment of despair. But Elena saw it as her final tool. Her mission was to protect the intelligence. If she were captured, the enemy could torture her for information, learn about her network, and compromise Tokomstig operations. If they captured her radio, they could potentially decrypt the message or use it to spread disinformation. So, with ice in her veins, she made a choice. The last bullet wasn't for the enemy bursting through the door. It wasn't for herself in a moment of fear. It was her guarantee that the intelligence she held would never be compromised. Her guarantee that her sacrifice would protect her comrades and her cause. As the message Eshvarti finished sending, she used that final round to destroy the radio's core components, rendering it useless. Her capture was now inevitable, but she had won. The information was out, and the enemy was left with nothing but a broken machine and a silent operator who had safeguarded her secrets. Elena's story teaches us that true courage isn't always about winning the fight, but about ensuring the mission succeeds no matter the personal cost. The last bullet wasn't an act of desperation. It was the ultimate act of control and dedication. Thank you so much for joining me for this incredible story of sacrifice and resolve. If you found this as moving as I did, please hit that like button, subscribe for more stories of unsung heroes, and ring the bell so you never miss an update. I'll see you in the next one.